What is up, For Honor brothers and sisters? I wanted to wait a little longer before diving into the what will the Outlander hero be conversation, but a comment from a community member, I'll just say Colt for short, stoked up the conversation again that's been dormant on this channel since Sohei was released in July. There was a few things mentioned, with one being the Year 8 Visions video and how that outlined the 3 hero skins that we got to this point, and how they briefly addressed the new hero being female and Outlander. He mentioned how Varangian Guard hero speaks Greek and her lore hints at being trained elsewhere. Finally, he mentioned how For Honor likes to go mythical, and Greek mythology is something they haven't explored yet. The ultimate belief Colt has based off of this is that the hero is Amazonian. While this is a hope more than anything at this point, based on the fact, I can understand how Colt ventured there. Something I saw that further validates Colt's claim is a post on Reddit from TacoMan19 that caught the Varangian Guard having the hero skin customization in the recent dev stream. I went back and looked at the video, and it happens around the 28-minute 5-second mark of the Year 8 Season 3 Title Update 1 live stream. As we know, the For Honor heroes don't just have the hero skin customizations unless the hero has one. So this is a strong indication backing up Colt's theory that it could be Amazonian. But we don't know for sure yet. Even if we do get the Varangian Guard hero skin next, could there be other possibilities? So with this video, I want to quickly talk about what are the facts, what do we know, are there any directions we could go down based on what we know, and do we have enough to draw any conclusion to what the new hero is going to be? So first, let's talk about the facts. In the Visions video, it's facts. They teased 3 of the 6 hero skins planned for Year 8. Stefan Jawinski, the For Honor's game director, said Year 8's Forged in War theme was about weapons, specifically talking about how weapons define the heroes in For Honor. Listen to this.
Our weapons. Our weapons define how we fight and remind us of what we fight for.
This is on point because if you followed the lore of the first hero skin we got, the Unsung Knight, it said the name of the weapon was Valor's Edge. Valor's Edge was important to her since she was the squire to the warden that passed this along to her once he passed. There was an emotional connection to this warden since he took her under his wing. That fits the approach of the Year 8 that Stefan mentions. Staying on that theme, the Muramasa blade held by Master Katashi was next for the samurai, and once he came across the Muramasa blade, he stopped wandering around and decided to do what he could to preserve the mire and the samurai way of life. And for the Vikings, they got Gudmundur. If you're wondering how can I be sure it's not the second hero skin that has the most meaning, I'm not. All that being said, we can see how they are acting out their vision with the weapons. Continuing with the facts, they stated the samurai hero would be a master of weapons, and that was the case with the Sohei hero that dropped in July. And here's where we start getting into the Outlander hero, because I know you guys are like, okay, when are we going to actually get to the Outlander hero? I'm trying to build to that point. I think it's important as we go through these stages. They mentioned in the video that the Outlander hero in Season 4 will be a villain that's really going to shake things up in Heathmoor, and that hero will be female.
And the other, I'd say, I can reveal it's a villain, and the villain's going to have a pretty major impact.
And she will, can I say she?
So knowing we're getting an Outlander, Year 8 Season 4, villain, female, I can see why Colt was moving towards Amazonian. I can understand that. I think it's a little early to tell, but we do have some things to look for based on the recent past. So let's talk about what do we know? We know that for the last couple of heroes released, For Honor has drawn a direct correlation from the hero skin to the new hero. They did this with Oathbreaker Maddox, the Highlander hero skin, and the new Varangian Guard hero. Oathbreaker Maddox killed the chieftain because the chieftain wouldn't surrender to Horkos. Meanwhile, the chieftain's daughter found out, and the daughter was Varangian Guard, in case you didn't know that. They actually alluded to this in the trailer quite well. The most recent occasion in which they did this was Master Katashi, the Orochi hero skin, and the new Sohei hero. Sohei took on Master Katashi trying to capture one last blade and failed, but they earned each other's respects and battled alongside each other after that. So are there any directions we can go with this? I believe they will continue the trend in Year 8 Season 4 that they've started. We have one more Viking skin in which it could possibly be another novelty skin similar to Ezio. I'm thinking a Berserker skin of Eivor from Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but after that Reddit post, it's looking like Varangian Guard for sure. Then in Year 8 Season 4 Title Update 1, we roll into the Wu Lin skin. Very similar to how they weaved in Katashi with Sohei, the Wu Lin skin will do a lot to lead us to what region this Outlander hero will come from. Since it is a Wu Lin skin, a Mongol hero would make sense because there were female Mongol warriors. Let me just read you guys this. A quick excerpt discussed one female warrior named Khutulun, whose great-great-grandfather was Chinggis Khan, aka Genghis Khan. So this excerpt stated, kicking her horse into action, Khutulun flies at the enemy. Deftly as a hawk, she narrows in on her prey, the camp's commander. She looses a bone-tipped arrow and it sails through the commander's shoulder. Khutulun hoists his bleeding body onto her saddle and races back to her father's side. Unceremoniously, she drops the enemy at Kaidu's feet. And this she did many a time, wrote the globe-trotting Marco Polo. Now, if any of you watch Marco Polo, you also saw a rendition of Khutulun in that. So she, amongst other female Mongol warriors, are definitely savages. They get after it. And also in the article, it mentioned how the Mongols' success had everything to do with their adeptness with archery and equestrian skills. This being said, I'm curious if the dev team goes this route, and I'm wondering, will she have a quiver that comes into play for her feats? Will they somehow incorporate a horse, allowing quick rotation from point to point? But that's speculation for another time, if it really is a Mongol female hero. The point here is, once the Year 8 Season 4 Warriors Den takes place, we will know which hero will receive the Wu Lin skin and the story behind it, because that's going to be important. Once the Year 8 Season 4 loads on your screen, you need to start looking for those clues in whatever environment was highlighted during the Den. Year 8 Season 2, it was Sanctuary Bridge. Year 8 Season 4, it would make sense to place clues on a breach map like Kiang Pass or the Belvedere Dual Brawls map, since the Wu Lin don't have a specific Dominion game mode map. So be on the lookout for that. Now, lastly, do we have enough to draw any conclusion to what the new hero is going to be? Right now, I say no, we don't. But the speculation is always fun. And I enjoy talking about For Honor and the things taking place within it like the rest of us do. But no, I don't think there's anything that's been provided that can lead you to the finish line, so to speak. The road's not paved quite yet. So we're all just looking out, trying to enjoyingly make sense of it all. And one last side note for you guys, the devs mentioned before the Outlanders were even on the scene that all Outlander heroes will be hybrids. So don't expect any other class other than a hybrid for them. That's just a quick note. So what do you think? Is it too early to even be thinking about the Outlander hero? Do you think the hero will be Amazonian, like community member Colt? Or do you think the hero will be Mongol? What are your reasons behind your choice? This is all preliminary and fun speculation right now, but I know there's some smart people that are constantly finding out information, or historians or whatever. So I love how you guys are so invested and interested in For Honor. And you guys, and some of you are really interested in the lore, and you always provide good information back to me. And I learn from you guys, and hopefully we can just learn from each other as we go forward and we speculate and we figure out who the Outlander hero really will be. But keep in mind, whatever your decision, there's no right or wrong. And that's why I table this as preliminary thoughts. This is just a jump off point before things become more clear and basically more interesting down the line. But that's all I have for this one. Thank you for taking the time out to watch this video. There are plenty of videos you could watch today, and you chose to stop by this channel and watch this one. I appreciate you for that. Take care of yourself. Keep enjoying For Honor and other games and life in general. Until next time, y'all. Peace.